What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916. You getting down with Prison Talk live stream. Hopefully, everybody had a great weekend. You got in some shopping. You know, got to capitalize on Cyber Monday and Black Friday, all that bullshit. Spent your money up. Anyways, hope you had a great weekend. We had a very good weekend. We're at 331,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit that 500,000 mark, and when we hit 500,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away $1,000 to one of our fans who have subscribed. And second place will be a flat screen. Third place will be a commissary bag, but it's going to have some goodies up in it. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, man. Don't just watch. You got to subscribe. Subscribe and represent. Share it with your friends. Let them know that, hey, Fresh Out is getting down, you know. Keeping it real. We're dropping some, heat on this channel, and we're trying to be on the edge with everything we do. You know, we got an interview coming up with X-Rated. Just got out after doing 26 years, 7 months, and 24 days. Woo! X-Rated, man. Great brother. Shout out to you, man. Doing big things. We just did an interview with Neil Dezad with Blackie. Shout out to you, man. And that'll be dropping real soon. So we got heat, man. We doing interviews with the who's who out there. And it's all about keeping you guys laced up with the best content and sharing the best information we could possibly share, man. We got a dope interview coming up with another guy here, Sinister Monopoly. It'll be dropping real soon. You can check out his Instagram. We're interviewing people who are making, who are doing big things, who are going places in life, man, and opening up the doors. Also, if you guys haven't got to check out Big Herc 916 on YouTube, check it out. I got a lot of cool stuff on there. Sub to the channel, support it. And it's not about prison. It's about everything else but prison. I speak on certain things, but it's a little bit different than what you guys get here. You guys, we had the sales going on. If you haven't capitalized or got a chance to take advantage of the sales, go to our website, FreshOutSeries.com. We've got a lot of cool stuff on for sale. Check out some of the specials. And, do your holiday shopping, man, at Fresh Out. So go to the website, FreshOutSeries.com. If you got a question, you can subscribe to the website. Send it to us through the website. You can also email us at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. If I don't get to your question, don't take offense. I got a lot of questions I try to answer. And, a lot of times I can't get to a lot of the questions. So I try to do as many as possible. I don't give personal legal advice. If you got in any trouble, go get you a lawyer up. I'm not going to give you any legal advice on, the situation you're in. So I'm not a licensed attorney. So don't look for me to give you that advice. If you want some consulting, we can do that. Getting your mind right if you're trying to get some inspiration. But other than that, I don't give legal advice. If somebody says here, my uncle was locked up with Anna Ray, a.k.a. X-Rated. My uncle told me he fed the whole dorm pizza one time in the pen. He's a great man, Big Herc. I got respect for Anna Ray. That's right, man. X-Rated Anna Ray was he's a good dude, man. Good heart. Dude got a really bright spirit, and I really appreciate the opportunity we had to do his interview. So that will be dropping hopefully by the end of December. So make sure you guys subscribe and look forward to that interview, man. Dude, he used to look out for a lot of dudes, man. Good dude. Somebody asked me here, will El Chapo win his trial? Oh, man, that's I know he's probably got the best lawyers money can buy, but a trial, I don't know what kind of evidence, what type of situation he's dealing with. I'm quite sure it's a CCE or RICO or something crazy. So I really can't speak on it, man. It's hard to say. I mean, when they try like big, big kingpins or mafia guys, usually it's a case that's been ongoing for anywhere from 6 months to a year. So, it's serious, man. So I can't really say. Want to send a shout out to the super chat member, Jeremiah Gonzalez. Thank you for being a super chat member. Get those benefits of getting those videos everybody else don't get to see. Really appreciate that. Mark's Faith, thank you, man. Appreciate the donation. Speak on the Me Too causing dudes false charges. Me Too. So that whole Me Too thing, I mean, I can't really say firsthand whether or not, all the stuff that was said about a lot of these people was true. We all know Harvey Weinstein was a piece of work, and any woman that went to his hotel room at night that didn't think that he was going to pull his little weenie out, you must have been mistaken, because I'm quite sure you heard about it. I mean, this shit goes on in Hollywood. It ain't nothing new. But I mean, there was a lot of people that got thrown under the bus because people were bitter, and shit happens, man. You gotta be, you gotta have some type of protection nowadays if you're gonna be in that situation. Have some type of video recording or audio or something, man, because shit don't go straight. Somebody can come back and make an accusation against you. So you guys got to be on top of your shit. Big Herc, why did the feds freeze Tekashi's mother's bank account? Can they sue the feds? Anytime there's any commercial, which means anything engaged in commerce tied to the individual, which money could have been possibly channeled through, they're going to come and freeze it. A lot of these guys talking on the RICO case, these hip-hop stations, Breakfast Club, these different individuals, they don't know shit about what RICO really is, and they never been or had anybody deal with that situation. It's serious, man. They come through and basically with a fine-tooth comb through your financials. And usually on a RICO case, they most likely had a CI working internally in your crew for over 6 months, gathering evidence. That's why Tekashi's not going back to court till September of 2019, because they're basically putting together all the evidence, all the audio tapes, all the video recordings, anything they have that they could possibly use to convict him. They're going to be structuring in the evidence file. So, all that stuff now is coming to light. So RICO's serious, man. And, they're going to, like I said, any of your financial, the first thing the government does is freeze your bank accounts. That's first. So, whenever you're involved in any type of what they assume to be criminal activity, is shutting down your finances, which, limits your resources, is the first thing they're going to do. So you guys, it ain't no joke. It ain't nothing to clown about. Charlamagne the God said if Tekashi beats this case, he was going to suck his wee-wee. I mean, what man says that? Who says that, man? What man would make a comment about sucking another man's wee-wee unless he's a Peter Gazer? That's a cold move right there, man. But yeah, that's what he said. And, RICO is no joke, man. It's no joke. It'll split your motherfucking wig. 6ix9ine is a lame anyways. Dude runs his mouth too much. I agree. He's a faker, and now he's got to realize that all that blood stuff he was talking, it ties you into a whole nother situation. He thought it was a joke, man. He was using it to profit from and kicking it with the homies, man, and didn't know he was just a pawn in the game, man. You know what I mean? A pawn in the game. Somebody said Charlamagne the God is gay. That's a fact. Yeah, that was a gay-ass comment he made. Mike, you Big Herc, tell a story about Big Mike. Oh, yeah, you guys remember Big Mike from Herline. He was busting cheeks up in there. Had the native up in there busting his cheeks at night. Met Armenian Power Gang. Big Herc, you ever met Armenian Power Gang? Never met any Armenians in the pen, man. I didn't run across any in the Fed, so I can't really speak on any Armenian cliques in federal prison. Homecoming people in New York rather cut you in the face and split your wig, or $50 $50 in California for snitches. Yeah. Is Dwight Howard getting his cheeks busted? If you haven't seen that video, go check it out on Big Herc 916. We want to know, is he getting his cheeks busted, or is he busting some cheeks? That's the question. What's done in the dark will come to light. So if you're an undercover cheek buster and you hiding it from your girl, best believe some way, somehow through social media, your girl's going to find out about whoever cheeks you've been busting. Manly 1979, thanks for the donation. Big Herc, going to be a fight on Saturday. Oh, yeah. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, the Bronx Bomber, the Bronze Bomber. You know what I mean? Deontay Wilder, I have to put my money with him. I've always been a fan. And so I'm going to have to stay supporting the man. I like his personality, his determination. And I got to roll with the Bronze Bomber. Somebody said, how much time do you think 6ix9ine will get? It's hard to say, man. RICO starts off with, I believe, 20 years of a deal. If you go to trial and lose in a RICO, you get life. So RICO's either 20 to 30 to life. You know what I mean? That's what they start. That's what the deal is. It's not 5. It's not 10. I believe it's 20 to life, depending on what they come at you with initially. But it's no joke, man. You know, RICO is serious, man. And people, like I said, you show videos with your homies with guns and shit in these videos and, you know, on these social media platforms. And all they're doing is gathering evidence to come knock your head off, man. You guys got to think, man. My next book out, it'll be dropping hopefully early next year, man. I'm working on it right now. Do you get RICO if you weren't leader? Yeah, you still get RICO. RICO's for the whole crew. RICO, they throw, you know, when they had John Gotti and they throw a RICO, it blankets your whole organization. So everybody in the organization, and basically, you know, they try to get the weakest link to snitch, therefore solidifying the case. But like I said, if they got a CI, they don't need a snitch. All they got to do is collaborate the CI's information with audio and videotapes. So best believe they will get to your ass if you're fucking around and they throw a RICO at you. Big Herc, if you didn't know, in Salinas Valley State Prison, Crips and Bloods run it with each other. The blacks are together in the yard. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But, you know, I would like to see the blacks and the Mexicans and the Asians all doing it together out here with the Caucasian brothers. We need to be together out here so we don't have to go do it in the prison, because doing it in prison ain't no good. You know, being unified on the street where you can make some real moves, make money, start businesses, this is where it's at. You know, it's like me and Blackie, you know, Neil Dezad, you know, me and NRA, a.k.a. X-Rated out here networking. This is where you want to network at, man. You don't want to get to prison to network, but if you had to go, you get in there and try to get around some good heads. But the thing is, you want to do that shit on the street, man. Networking in prison, you can't do shit. And it's no, you know, you don't know if you guys are going to make it out together. RICO is for OC. That's what they're trying to do to the 6ix9ine. Punk pressuring him, putting him in PC joints. Will he rat? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're right, man. They know exactly what they're doing with that, and man, trying to basically pressure the young kid into telling. Thought you were going to interview Mozzie. We haven't got a hold of Mozzie's people yet. You know, we would love to get him on the show. If we can get a hold of his people, we will do so and try to get him on the show, man. So if you guys got a line on Mozzie, man, you know, holler at him. You know what I mean? We'll get back. Big Herc, who's the most badass revolutionary street fighter you've seen in prison? Someone who wasn't an asshole but a good person. Hey, man, if you run across somebody who's about their business and they got a gang of time, or you don't know what kind of time they want, you don't just go in there making friends with any and everybody. You become vulnerable when you start talking about your business. But there were some notorious dudes in Lompoc, USP, when I was there, and there was a Cuban there who'd been down 20-something years. He was in the riots they had at I believe in the prisons in I can't remember the name. I can't remember if it was Marion or whatever the prison was in Colorado. But this Cuban man, he was no joke. He was 50-something years old. He was cut the fuck up, yoked, and you didn't fuck with him. You see him, he say, you nod your head if he was cool with you, but you weren't trying to get in. You wasn't trying to be partners with this dude because you don't know if you tried to be his friend, if you try to unfriend him, if you had to, it might cause a situation. But this Cuban cat, man, if you owed this motherfucker, or if it came about that he bought some debt and you had to pay him, you better pay. You better pay. He was a motherfucking rider. You know what I mean? He was gonna put in some work. He came over here with Castro's when he kicked all those criminals out of Cuba. I don't know if the dude ever got out, but I know didn't nobody fuck with him. You know what I mean? He was this motherfucker was and he had respect from a lot of people, everybody on the fucking compound. No law, who that 504. Thanks for donation. Herc visited my boy in prison. He told me he almost got his wig split for effing with the TV and asking for food. Yep. You don't mess with the TV, man. TV is a no-no, man. TV, more people have had their wig split over the TV than any other thing in the pen. I've seen dudes do a bunch of stuff, and when they get to messing with that TV, I'm telling you, man, I've seen dudes go get the blinky. They don't even talk. They just say, hey, turn that back. And you don't turn it back? All right. That's it. No conversation. I've seen a dude go right to a cell, come down, and rush the dude. And the dude who he rushed was already ready for him. He had his knife right in his lap. So as soon as he came at him, it was a straight knife fight. The TV is not to be played with in the pen, man. The pen or jail. Leave the TV alone. Swole ass JJ Slap. Thanks for the donation. Dwight Howard missed the beginning because of an ass injury. Got them cheeks blown out. Dwight Howard, man, them old cheeks, man, them old NBA cheeks were sore. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, man, if the brothers in the busting transgender cheeks, man, you can't threaten a motherfucker after you bust their cheeks to not tell. I mean, come on, man. You can't use that as a tactic after you were at a transgender party, busting all kind of cheeks around there raw, thinking that you can now threaten the motherfucker not to tell. Dwight Howard, you should know better than that, So it doesn't pay when you're busting transgender cheeks on the down low. You're going to get exposed, buddy. Big Herc, is Orange County crazy or not? I went to school out in Orange County in Huntington Beach. A lot of money out there. A lot of opportunities if you got money. You know what I mean? It's the OC bubble. I don't know about the jail situation. I don't judge a city by its jail. I judge it by its economics on the street. I mean, LA County is a crazy-ass spot if you go to jail, but LA County itself is a lot of monetary opportunities, man. A lot of good people out here if you circulate around the right crowd. Let me see what's going on. Tears, talk bombs. Big Splitter, Missouri. Who this said? If the CO notices inmate is really high or drunk. Question, if the CO notices that an inmate is really high or drunk, but doesn't find any drugs on him or the bunk, do they still get in trouble? Yeah, what would happen if the CO catches you and smells alcohol or weed, they can go make you take a piss test. So they'll actually go sit you in a room and make you pee in a cup, and if you come back dirty, you can get a shot for that. And a shot means it's like a demerit, and you can actually lose good time, lose privileges, different things like that. So yeah, they do shake you down if they think that you're on drugs or you've been drinking. So you don't want to be doing that shit open. Dwight Howard grabbed a dude's nuts on the bench. Did you see that? I seen that, man. When he did that, man, I'm like, what is this clown doing, man? He grabbed the motherfucking nuts and was laughing about it. Like, he, I grabbed your nuts. Dwight Howard, you old Peter Gazer. You big, tall Peter Gazer. You NBA dunking Peter Gazer. Manly 1979. Thanks for the donation. Is Sammy Gravano safe? Now he's free. Cheers from Huntington Beach. Hey man, nobody is safe until they hit that dirt, man. Look at Whitey Bulger. He thought he wasn't got a pass. He was old in a wheelchair, and they lock and socked his motherfucking ass. So Sammy might be safe now. He's free running around, but you never know when somebody laying in the cuts, man, might catch him slipping, and they decide to go ahead and split his wig, man. I mean, he violated. You know what I mean? And no, when you rat or snitch and you're involved in something major, there's no not looking over your shoulder, because you could be an old man and somebody will catch you. I don't know if you guys remember, there's a movie called The Iceman, and he was a hitman for the mob. Killed a lot of people. The movie's on Netflix. And he was in prison for a long time. And he decided to go testify against some older mob guys, and he was going to try to, I think, get some time off. He never made it to court, man. He got killed. He was an old dude in prison, got killed. So, I mean, think about it. Getting touched in prison where they have security all around, getting touched on the street is even easier. So, don't think that you're in the clear because, you're hiding out, because if you pop up and try to do something and, visit old places, you will get caught up. MCLMLP 305, thanks for donation. I want to add you to my website, Real Black Media Info. Okay, I'll check it out, man. I'm always down to expand the knowledge, man. How long were you locked up? I was locked up for 8 years, 8 months in the feds. Big Herc, you always invited to my house, make a spread. I got some good recipes from prison spreads. Make a spread. If I come to your house to eat, I don't want to see no damn top ramen, no damn, no honey buns, no beef sausages. I want to see some motherfucking steak, some lobster. I want some quality food, man. I'm on the street now, so, if we're going to do a spread, maybe you make me some sushi or something like that with some tuna rolls. It's got to be cooked, though. Dwight Howard Bush, Let's say I want to buy a cell phone for $600 in jail. How would I pay? Buy than $600 worth means ramen soup? No, if you want to buy a cell phone in prison for $600, there's a lot of ways you would do that. Which, I'm not talking about anything that's not already going down. Whoever has a cell phone has people. You got people. You make it happen. You got money on your books. You make it happen. I mean, there's always ways to get money to somebody else on the street. Watch Bounce Back B's video about prison contraband. And he kind of talks a little bit about how the prison trade works. You got people bringing in phones, keystering them, and you got guards bringing in phones. But they're getting in there, and there's a lot of money to be made with them, so don't think that it's not happening, because it is. Because everybody, I talked to quite a few people, and most of my homies that did time within the last couple of years, they all have cell phones. So they're everywhere. Motherfuckers got them. You know what I mean? But there's ways to pay people, and it's not with top ramen. Have you seen one dude in prison beat up a bunch of other guys at once, or even 2 or 3 guys at once? There's a guy in prison, man. There's a brother, not muff. He wasn't super buffed out or nothing like that. He didn't look like he was off the rip. You wouldn't think he was super athletic, but kind of a average build. Maybe a little, maybe looked like he could be a little bit chubby, but not chubby. Probably about 6 foot. This dude was a beast, a martial artist. He was about it. You know what I mean? He was out of Washington. Now, I had very little conversation with him, but I knew through his homies, and they used to tell me about the dude back when he was in Washington County. And one time I was on, we were at Rec, and I seen the dude was working out, doing burpees, push-ups, pull-ups, and some stuff. And I seen him. He was running, and then he jumped and hit like 2 or 3 flips, pop, 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 and then did a backflip. Bow! I said, damn. Hey, man, this dude, you would have never known looking at him, he had it like that. I'm talking about limber. Front flip, back flip, high kick. This motherfucker, I mean, could kick up in the air over your head. I mean, he would crack your motherfucking dome. Apparently, when he was in the county in Washington, some of the, COs in there, I guess, thought he was thought they could get with him. And the story was that one of the COs who was like the head of the goon squad, the, powerlifting champ, called him out. Dude said, okay, take your belt off, come up in here. Which it happens, man. In Rampart, the COs used to time take their belt off and say, let's handle it. And they would go head up with an inmate. Well, the CO at this county jail in Washington went head up with this dude. And this dude, the brother I was telling you about, punished him. Put some karate moves on his ass. And basically they had to tell him, hey, man, let him go, stop. They had to tell the inmate to stop. So, you never know who you are messing with, man. Like I said, this brother had a little afro. You know what I mean? But he was on some Bruce Lee shit. And, I'm talking about he would whoop your ass. So, all motherfuckers who think, oh, blah, blah, blah. It's sometimes you never know who you're messing with, so you keep your mouth shut. You get your wig split, man. Michael Smith, thanks for the donation. Shawn Michaels is now doing tranny porn. Man, it doesn't surprise me, man. I seen him, he did a cuckold video, and he let another guy touch on his wee-wee, man. You know what I mean? And when I seen that, I mean, this dude's been in the porn game for 30 years, and this is how he went out at the end of his career, busting cheeks, man. It just goes to show, man, what direction a lot of these guys is going with their sexuality, man. You know what I mean? Mark Anthony, I heard he was busting tranny cheeks too, and they doing it on camera. So if they do it on camera, they're doing it behind closed doors. So I don't have anything to say about judging a person's sexuality, but hey, man, if you busting cheeks, man, be proud of it. Do you remember when I sent you that video of the fight in prison yard? I wish I was out already. That isn't a good environment to be around, homie. Much love. Nah, man, that shit's messed up, man. The prison environment, man, people want to laugh about it. They want to act like, oh, man, what did you see going on in the yard and blah, blah, blah. Man, I'd rather see what's going on in the beach in Malibu, or Redondo. Go to a volleyball tournament. You know what I'm saying? Go watch a surf competition. Go to the gym and hit some real weights. Go have a protein drink. Hey, the prison yard ain't no place to be, man. It ain't nothing glamorous or glorious about being in prison. Shout out to anybody doing time, man. Hopefully you be out soon. Keep your head up, man. Stay in that law library, man. Can you tell us about the time when you got into a fight in CYA? No, I'm not here to, glorify any type of CYA fights, man. I did time in CYA, but it wasn't like anything glorious. You know what I'm saying? I was 18 to 21. Did you see the warden get his wig split? Never seen the warden get his wig split, but I seen the warden run when some shit kicked off in the kitchen. He made sure he got the hell up out of there. Wardason 10, thanks for donation. Are you talking about Mark Anthony and Shawn Michaels, the wrestlers? No, I'm talking about the porn stars. Shawn Michaels and Mark Anthony, the porn stars, black male porn stars. They busting tranny cheeks. When I was in CMC East, we had a dude that was into martial arts, and he was doing some shit on the yard, and they came and snatched him up. Yeah, when they see you, when the guards see that you know some shit, they don't want you teaching any martial arts to anybody, and you cannot, if you know that shit, you keep it to yourself. And a lot of times they're once they find out you know some shit, you're like on a list. So they really watch you because they know that you're a threat, and if they have to come and get you, they're gonna come deep. So martial arts in prison, it is a force to be reckoned with, but you don't want to you don't want to have to be dealing with that type of scrutiny from the institution because of your knowledge, you know. How do we view prison? How do inmates view prison missionaries? I mean, the guys in there who have turned their lives over to the Lord, you know, to whatever religion, they enjoy having the conversation with somebody who's free, somebody who maybe feels some type of empathy. Because a lot of times, those guys have no more family, man. You know what I mean? A lot of guys that get these life sentences, man, that go to trial, their families are only, you know, they're there for the first so many years, and then mom passes away or somebody gets sick, and that's a wrap. You don't have any more visits. So talking to somebody from the street who will listen to you is very, you know, it's very heartwarming. Brian Phillip, thanks for the donation. Big Herc, what year were you born? 73. All right, time for the shout-outs. Have I ever met an ex-soldier locked up? Yeah. Yeah, my mentor, he was an ex-Vietnam vet. Shout-outs to everybody. Shout-outs to North Highlands. You know, shout-out to everybody from Sacramento. Shout-out to Southgate. Shout-out to who we have here. Shout out to Huntington Beach, Tacoma, Washington, Delano, Whittier, Brooklyn, Chicago, Toronto, Oxnard, Dirty Jersey. Shout out to Great Mills, Maryland, Norway, Des Moines, Iowa, Tennessee, Akron, Ohio, Ventura, Milwaukee, Daly City, 650, Buffalo, New York, Alabama, Santa Maria, 313, Chi-Town, Hong Kong, Virginia Beach, Bmore, Orange County, Dallas, Serbia, Ethiopia, Rhode Island, Minnesota, Fort Wayne, Louisville, Kentucky, Southside Mesa, Arizona, Philly, Little Saigon, Westminster. All right, I used to be over Little Saigon. Hong Kong, Oakland, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Japan, Stockton, LaGrange, Australia, Oaktown, 301, 505, Manchester, Merced, Philly, Fort Wayne again, Mexico, Diego, 707, DC, Bronx. Hey, man, shout out to everybody out there who tuned in. Somebody said Treyway. Yeah, watch out, Treyway, man. You guys don't want to get caught up out there. Be careful. Puerto Rico, Rock, Florida, 772. Long Beach, St. Paul. Houston. Hey, Sweden. All you international fans. All of our military. Everybody out there serving, man. Shout out to you, man. Keep your head up. And 346, love y'all, man. Peru, Guadalajara, Mexico, U.S. Navy, the U.S. Army, U.S. Marines, U.S. Air Force, U.S. Coast Guard. Shout out to all y'all, man. I gotta go. I gotta go hit this gym, get my late night workout in, keep my swoles on. Rancho Cucamonga, shout out to you, man. Big Herc 916. I'm out. 415, Utah in the house.